Mayor Adams took office, we have had a tremendous increase in the number of flag raisings. And Mayor Adams is the first mayor to ever come here for one of these flag raisings. He's already been here a dozen times. He shows his respect and interest in the city and in the flags of all these various nations. And as a matter of fact, this week, we're going to set a record. There are 4 separate flag raisings taking place this week here at Bowling Green. Bowling Green is absolutely the most historic place in New York City. I'm not going to take the time to give all the details and also why it's one of the most historic places in the United States. New York City was founded here. But as I say every time in the context of these flag raisings, the single most important flag raising in all of American history, there's no dispute about this, took place right here at Bowling Green when on November 25th, 1783, General George Washington rode into New York City, down here to Bowling Green, to declare the successful end of the American Revolution by watching the last British troops still anywhere in the new nation depart from Bowling Green to go back to Britain, and to watch the last British flag lowered and the American flag raised here, the original 13-star American flag, and why we fly the 13-star American flag year-round. I hope we will continue the tradition that Ibrahim started last year of returning here year after year, and I want to compliment our partnership with the Office of Immigrant Affairs and Commissioner Castro, who partnered with Bowling Green in arranging and doing all the details in this event. And once again, thank you and congratulations on your Republic Day. Thank you, Arthur. Yes, the mayor's office definitely has been playing a monumental role. During the summertime, I ran into a young man who was just appointed. His name is Manuel Castro. And I said to him, "Are you of Mexican background?" And he said, "Yes." And I know my dear friend Caesar from Staten Island, my fellow Staten Islander, when I approached them about this, they said, "Are you sure we could raise the Mexican flag?" I said, "Yes. Just come there and everything will be done. We'll have a great ceremony." And ever since, we raised many, many flags, and this mayor has made it a priority to honor various other communities in coming and joining us here in historical Bowling Green from the great country of Georgia, Italy, and many other countries. And so with that, I want to express my most sincere appreciation to Commissioner Castro for taking this idea and running with it and giving me the vote of confidence. And with that, let's please welcome the Commissioner of New York City Immigrant Affairs, Commissioner Castro.
Thank you so much, Abraham, and thank you so much, Arthur, and of course to the Bowling Green Association for this wonderful partnership that allows us to uplift and celebrate all of our immigrant and diaspora communities, and to also celebrate our tradition of fighting for democracy, fighting for freedom, and fighting for opportunity, which is what New York City represents. And it's so important that we not only celebrate our communities in our neighborhoods across New York City, but we do so here in Lower Manhattan, such an important location for our country and for our city. And so I'm very proud here to represent the Mayor's Office of Immigrant Affairs, to be here with my colleagues at the Mayor's Office of International Affairs and other city agencies to celebrate our brothers and sisters from Kazakhstan who are celebrating their Independence Day celebration. And I want to also take the opportunity to thank the Consul General for her hospitality and kindness. I was recently at an event to celebrate international cuisine, and I had a chance to taste some amazing and delicious food and drink from Kazakhstan. So I have that memory very vivid in my mind, and so thank you, Consul General, for everything that you do here. And of course, to all the diplomats, all the Consul Generals here, I see Consul General from Turkey, Consul General from Argentina, from Australia, and others. I am so happy that we are able to come together to celebrate our communities in such an important location. I know Mayor Adams is nearby. Mayor arrived. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Commissioner. So many players in the background that really help in these events. Let me express my gratitude to Karina. Karina, where are you? Thank you very much for all your help throughout this time. I really appreciate it very much. Recognize Your Excellency, Council General of the great country, where money is going to Georgia. Thank you, Council General, for being here with us. When you get old, you can't see. You know, I have glasses on. And we welcome the Council General of the Republic of Turkey. Thank you, sir, for being with us. The Council General of the great country of Argentina. You're here. Thank you. And another brother country of mine, where two people ended up on the battlefield. As the battlefield was going on, they emerged as brothers on the war field, on the battlefield. The great country of Australia, Council General.
What makes it even more of a great joy is, besides our dear Commissioner being here, of Immigrant Affairs, who's been playing a monumental role in having these flag raisings here at historical Bowling Green, and his role in what he's been doing with the migrants that are coming into our great city. Very grateful and ever thankful so much. Well, what makes it a great, joyful event for any country is that His Excellency, the highest ranking official of our great city of New York, the mayor of New York City, joining an event, joining a flag raising, and really adding great joy to the communities, these immigrant communities that make up the great city of our great city of New York.
I'm trying to stretch my speech a little bit too, if you recognize that. So I know he's taking care of business on the phone probably, so. But really, Council Generals of these other countries, Argentina, India, we look forward to raising your flag. Please note that it's a 12 feet by 8 feet flag, and every Council General I met, they said we had the flag. No, you don't have the flag. It's a 12 feet by 8 feet. Should be a parachute flag. We work very closely with a flag maker in Wisconsin. It's the most economical. We definitely, please reach out and we can order it. It has to be ordered at least a month prior to an event because it's specially made. And it's a light material, and it flies very well when there's even light winds here coming off the harbor of New York City. So, Council General of Argentina and India, please reach out to us. And Panama too, please.
The first immigrant ever from the Dominican Republic who came here and lived here in 1613. He arrived here, he was of Caribbean and African descent, and he came here before the Dutch, and he traded with the Native Americans. The city itself was created officially on February 2nd, 1653, still as New Amsterdam. It became the first self-governing place anywhere in America. Also here, basically, this was a polyglot. There were people coming from all over the world to this trading post to become entrepreneurs. So although the official individual from most countries may be listed as coming much later, it's almost certain that from all over the world, individuals were arriving here, and ancestors of everyone first arrived here in the 1600s, including, as one example, the Jewish community. The first Jews ever to arrive in North America arrived here in September 1654. This little park here is the first official park anywhere in the United States. It's the first area that was ever designated by government anywhere in what would become the United States as a park in 1753. And it goes on and on. In addition to the most important flag raising in American history, even prior. After word of independence reached New York City from Philadelphia on horseback, George Washington was in New York City, and the date was July 9, 1776. The Declaration, he ordered the Declaration of Independence read up and down Broadway. Afterwards, the colonists marched down Broadway, broke through the lock fence, which the British had put up in 1770 to protect the statue of the King of England, which they had put up in the middle of the park where the fence is today, and they destroyed the statue basically to declare their independence from Britain. And again, there's the symmetry here in that 7 years later, George Washington was not part of the group that came here, but he was in the city, returns to New York City on November 25th, 1783 to witness what he dreamed about and everyone had dreamed about, the last British troops leaving and the American flag raised here at Bowling Green. All of the American founders would have been very familiar with Bowling Green. General Washington, then later President Washington, lived in a mansion which was right at 39 Broadway. And whether it's Thomas Jefferson, Alexander Hamilton, most of all, and many others, they would have all been very, very familiar with this area. So the history is real. The first St. Patrick's Day parade began as a march here in 1762 on March 17. It's recognized as the beginning of the first St. Patrick's Day parade anywhere. The history goes on, but the message that Ibrahim's delivering and we're delivering and the city is delivering, in addition to your own nations, if you know other nations that have not been, and many have still not been down here to Bowling Green to raise their flag, please encourage them to get in contact with us and get in contact with the Office of Immigrant Affairs. And we will not be satisfied to every nation of goodwill. There are a few exceptions that we would not allow here, but with those few exceptions, we'd like to see every nation that makes up part of the New York City community come here and raise their flags annually. Thank you.
Thank you, Arthur.
Thank you, Ibrahim, friends. Firstly, Australia's congratulations to Kazakhstan. We're a long way away. We're the furthest away country here today, I think, but we're very pleased to be part of the ceremony. We're also very pleased to be part of what you might call the Bowling Green family. We raised the flag here for the Australians who died in 9/11, and Ibrahim and I were talking earlier about doing something on Anzac Day, which is the day that Australians and New Zealanders and Turkish people commemorate from 1915. So thank you for the invitation to be here, Consul General, and thank you all for coming and making it a proper ceremony.
Thank you, Consul General. Really appreciate it. Let me welcome the Consul General of Argentina, sir.
Thank you. I had the opportunity to be in Astana and to experience how wonderful people are people of Kazakhstan, and also I had the pleasure to work in the agreement of suppression of visas between Argentina and Kazakhstan. So I know what Kazakhstan means and the potential of its people. So congratulations in this day, and have a very, very good day.
Consul General, thank you so much, and let me welcome the Consul General of Peru. Sir, the mayor's coming. Sir, I apologize. As I was saying before, we've had many flag raisings of many communities here, but what makes it very joyful, as I said before, is the highest executive of our great city joining and making it even more of a joyful time for our immigrant communities in raising their flag. Please help me welcome His Excellency, the Honorable Mayor of New York City, His Excellency Erick Adams.
Thank you. You know, what's beautiful about this country, even with all of your applause, we allow one person to boo me. You know, that's what's great here. In this country, you have the right to disagree. You have the right to voice your opinion. You have the right to say what you like and what you dislike. One thing we know for sure is that the overwhelming number of New Yorkers love every day of being in New York, and nothing personifies that more than the Kazakhstan community. Your Consul General and I have been friends for so many years. This community is rich. You bring business, you bring cooperation, you understand the power of education, you believe in public safety. Raising the flag here, as many flags that we've raised throughout my time in office, many of them have been raised for the first time. It shows the beauty of the diversity of this amazing city. This is America's city. New York is the key to the prosperity of this entire country. And so today, as we raise your flag, we also want to raise the energy and spirit of New Yorkers. New York is great. America is great. And we will always lift up all the things that's great about this country. And I thank you for your contribution to this amazing experiment of celebrating diversity we see in New York City every day. Let's raise the flag. Let's raise our spirits. Let's raise our energy of a great city and a great country. And welcome to this great flag raising. Thank you very much.
Mayor, thank you so much, and you're right. This is the greatest country in the world. As an immigrant myself, my family came here in the later Johnson administration time, and since this great nation has given my mom the opportunity to manage many of these skyscrapers, barely speaking English or writing English. It is a great country, Mayor. It truly is. I'm a testament to that. With that, we will raise the greatest country's flag in the world. Right here at historical Bowling Green. Mayor, you'll do the honor of raising the United States flag, and we'll do the United States national anthem. 1 second, sir, as we get ready for the flag. Now we'll be raising the great country of the Republic of Kazakhstan, and we will be singing the national anthem. Go ahead. very grateful to Erick, our dear mayor, who works tirelessly for our great city of New York, and his staff. Thank you very much, Caesar, Commissioner. The sound system. Thank you. And Rob, where are you, Rob? Thank you so much, Rob.
All right. Lunch, meal. Sir.
Bueno amigos, pues eso es todo. Espero que les haya gustado este video. Nos vemos en el próximo video que sigue. Chao, chao.